such amazing people on this call who are going to speak, who have bring the most value to the table, who are truly kind and caring and are honest. And I can't wait for you guys to hear their stories and what they're all about. But before I get started, I really wanted to briefly touch on the year 2020 and ask you a couple questions while you're listening to our speakers to fully digest. When you think of 2020, how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel emotionally? Does it make you sad, anxious? Maybe it makes you feel a little overwhelmed. Maybe it makes you feel excited for possibilities. How does it make you feel physically? Has 2020 made you feel tired, less motivated? Maybe it has given you a ton of energy because you're doing less things that you were doing before, and there are true values that you have now in your life. And how does it make you feel financially for 2020? Did you have to change jobs, maybe pick up another job to support your family? How does it make you feel? Did you have a plan B? And thank God you did, because you really used it for this 2020. So when it comes down to it, how does 2020 make you feel? You right there on the other side of the camera, staring right back at me. How does 2020 make you feel? Because for me, what 2020 brought me was a lot of self-reflection, self-awareness, patience, understanding, and I will tell you, a boatload of gratitude for even the simplest things like friendships and family. And so I was born to be a nurse. I will die being a nurse. I have a passion for helping people have the best quality of life with the knowledge that I have and the tools that I had. And I want to give people the best outcome to have a good quality of life. So I really want you to think about, what does 2020 mean to you and how does it feel? Where do you see yourself? And how do you plan to live the life that you want? So, and with that, I'd like to introduce our first athletic guest. She is somebody that I work out on a daily basis with. She is a very young and vibrant soul. She's been an athlete her entire life, and really it's what led her into health and wellness and her passion. She has a degree in kinesiology, which is the study of the body. She has a passion for herbs and natural health, and if you go to her house and look in her cabinet, it's like she has a whole apothecary of herbs and really truly believes in natural health. So I'm so excited for Hanna Tague to be on this call and to share her heartfelt story. Please welcome Hanna to the call.
Hi, thank you, Kat. Can you hear me okay? Okay, so sweet. Hello, healthy-minded people. Yes, I have been an athlete my whole life. I have played all the sports: volleyball, softball, basketball. I've ran marathons, and I do high-intensity workouts every day or almost every day, and I've been doing this since I could walk. Exercise for me has been part of my soul, part of who I am. It's how I feel my best. It's when I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm frustrated and mad and grumpy, and I've had a bad day. Exercise is where I go. I need to move my body. So because it's part of me, I did go to college and I got that bachelor's degree in kinesiology with a focus on exercise, nutrition, and wellness. And this degree is really where I learned my passion with functional health and holistic, and taking that holistic approach to health and wellness, which is more of a natural way of healing. But after college, life began to catch up with me. I was a bartender and I was doing, crazy young 20 stuff and still trying to work out and exercise and do my thing, but I was losing my youthful energy. And years of sports and exercise were wearing on me. I then started having bladder issues where I was prescribed pharmaceuticals and antibiotics monthly. And this only led to gut issues, more and more, spiraled down. So this downward spiral, I was tired, low energy midday, hard to get up in the morning, and anybody out there who knows me, I have been a morning person since I left the womb, one of those psycho ones. And I was just so sore from working out. I was shot and couldn't find motivation or the drive anymore that I had. I began to ask myself, is this my life now? No. My heart and soul knew that it wasn't right. So I began studying herbal plants and medicine and plant prevention. I went home with it. I ran with it. I went to an herbal camp. I studied these plants. She's right. I have an apothecary in my kitchen. I love the herbs. I love Mother Nature. And I know that she put these plants here for a reason, to help us. So, and this worked for me. This new plant life, herbal life, hippie life worked for me. I did become better, but I still wasn't reaching my full potential. So that's where LifeVantage came in. I was seeing these posts online about this little yellow pill, NRF2, and the plants that were in it. I knew the plants that are in NRF2. I have them right here in my kitchen. I'm already using them. So I was in immediately. And since starting Pro Tandem, I feel like I'm 17 again. I go harder in the gym than I ever have. I'm lifting heavier and pushing myself every day. The soreness stopped taking over my body and holding me back. I'm sleeping great and popping out of bed like I always have loved to. And yes, my energy levels are on fire, and I do get a little tired and drained after a long work day, at 2 p.m., but nothing Axio can't fix. So I'm just so thankful I found this product and that my days aren't wasted feeling like poop anymore. I'm not scared of getting older because I know I'm supported and protected by these plants. It's the best feeling in the world, spreading this hope and love and feeling good to people that I talk to every day and knowing that it's possible. I'm a true believer. Talking to people I love every day about how they're feeling, and they're getting better and doing more. It has brought so much light back into my life, and it's only getting better from here. So thank you so much for listening to my story and having me in on here. If you're here, then you care about your body and your life. The real risk is doing nothing, so you're in the right place.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Hannah. I appreciate all that truth and honesty, and I am just so happy to know you and have you by my side. So thank you so much. So our next athletic speaker is none other than our local community advocate. If you don't know this girl in our little town of Brentwood, you are really missing out, because this girl, she wears her heart on her sleeve. She is a mom of two, swam competitively for 15 years, and was the head coach to over 200 swimmers for 5 consecutive years. She is a certified personal trainer and spin instructor with a passion for being active and helping others live healthy. So please welcome my dear friend, Kristen Bailey, to the call.
Hi, everyone. It's so great to be here. I'm Kristen Bailey. Oh my gosh, what an honor to be here with all of you guys. I have a little toddler that is kind of distracting right now, so I'm going to make my story really quick, but I just wanted to say, first and foremost, if you're here on the call and someone invited you here, it's for a reason. It's because they love and care about you, and because they have a better way, they see a better way. For me, I don't know about you guys, but being a personal trainer and being so in love with health and wellness, I would walk into a GNC or a health hut and literally guess what's good here. And if you were to open my cabinet 2 or 3 years ago, it was literally a bunch of stuff, vitamins that I probably used for 2 to 3 days. And 3 years ago, I got injured while I was working as a personal trainer. While I was doing a pull-up on the bar, I popped a rib out, and I literally did not know what to do, you guys. I had no idea where my life was going to go at that point. I don't know, many of you guys don't know my story, but my story was I was working 2 jobs just like Hanna. I was a bartender and a personal trainer. I had been newly divorced, and I was trying to make ends meet. And it was definitely hard to think of the thought of being without any income or, you know, anything at that point. And I trusted someone. So when I'm saying that there was someone out there tonight that invited you to this call, they care about you, they love you. So it's a huge blessing that you're here, and I'm grateful for that. Sorry, my little guy's literally like crawling everywhere. But so for me, my story is I took the guesswork out of all of the out of everything for me, and the way that I feel being activated now is better than I've ever felt in my life. And not only that, this has been an opportunity for me that personal training it couldn't give me. I can't stay home and work the business sorry, with my little guy. Personal training, I can't bring him to the gym with me, but I can do a couple classes a week, still cycling. Anyway, I'm going to pass it over to you, Kat. Thank you guys so much. I'm so sorry.
Oh my, I just love your life though. Look at this. This girl, she does
life,
it all. She's got her toddler with her on the call. This is who she is and who you just love and fall in love with her. So thank you, Kristen, for sharing your quick story. And I'm so glad that you're feeling your best and just being who you are. Thank you. So our next athletic guest, she was born a Canadian and grew up in the United States. She got a full ride scholarship in track and cross country to attend Arizona State and Florida State. There she studied pre-med, biological sciences, minored in psychology and French. She was in pharmaceutical sales and medical device sales. Not only is this girl an elite marathon runner, she is a 5-time world champion Team USA triathlete. Please give a warm welcome to my new friend and somebody who inspires me so much, Jessica Crate.
Woo! Thanks so much, Kat. I absolutely love being on here. And Hanna, you did an amazing job. I love hearing your story. And Kristin, I mean, that's leverage. I'm assuming that he drank some of your Axio and is jumping out of seats. But thanks so much for having me on here. And those of you who are guests on here, you are in the right place. I mean, this is so exciting. And for me, and for those of you on here, if you know about nutrigenomics or if you don't know about nutrigenomics, you're in the right spot. So Kat alluded to a bit of my story, but what you don't know is the struggle. And if anyone's an athlete on here, just like drop an emoji or yes, and if you've been broken, if you've been injured at one point in your athletic career, I mean, if you have a body, you are an athlete, so treat it as such. But I was that broken down athlete. You know, I was in corporate American pharmaceutical sales and in that rat race of the sick care industry. And I was praying for a way out of that industry, but it's really hard to replace that lucrative income in your 20s with something else. And so I thought, well, maybe if I start my own business and become a pro marathon runner, I could, you know, just go to the Olympics and my dreams will come true. Well, in 2011, my dreams were shattered. I fractured my foot in the Boston Marathon and finished the Boston Marathon, but ended up in the medical tent. And I think 2020 has been like that story for everyone every month. It's like, you know, will it ever end? And that was that vicious cycle for me as an athlete, like getting injured and then recovering and then winning a race and then getting injured. And it's just like that rat race I was doing in the drug industry, you know, schlepping drugs to people and going, am I really helping people? And I wanted to help people create lasting lifestyle change. And so I dove in just like Hanna into holistic health and saying, what can I do to help myself stop getting injured, but to start preventing what could happen down the road? Those of you on here, I don't know what runs in your family, but heart disease, cancer, and diabetes ran in my family. And I was like, I don't want to know if I'm going to get those things if I could prevent it today. So I dove into the research, was approached by nutrigenomics, which is nutrition for your genes. Some call it biohacking or flipping the switch. Flipping the switch, helping your body feel better and do more. And so I started taking a product that reduces inflammation by 40% in 30 days. And so stoked to have you on here, Kara. Thank you. But I started taking a product that reduces inflammation and recovered in half the time. And so those of you on here, if you breathe oxygen, get with the person that brought you here, because this is changing the game, not only in your life, but in your future. And if you can get your body back into balance and regulate yourself, for me, recovering in half the time, staying injury-free, and just performing optimally. I mean, who doesn't want an edge on life? And there's so many things out there. And what we're doing is we're cutting through the noise. We're part of a breakthrough in technology and science. And, you know, if you haven't seen the Flip the Switch video or the second overview of what we do to flip the switch, get with the person that brought you here, because this is so exciting. It's a way to elevate what you're doing in not only inside your body, on your skin, healing you from the inside out and the outside in, and flipping the switch in your brain. We talked about Axio. I drink it like it's going out of style. I think Kristin's son Preston is too. But it gives you energy, it gives you focus, it clears the fog, and it helps your body do what it's designed to. No matter what we do, no matter how healthy we are, our bodies are approached by we have free radical damage, we have pollution, we have things in our life that we can't control. No matter how healthy you are, we are going to age. If you breathe oxygen, you're in the right place, because we have oxidative stress. So what we're doing is we're reducing that, and we're helping people flip the switch, not only in their bodies and in their life, but in their future. The other week we were talking about, like, what did you want to do when you were a kid? And just think about that for a second. You know, when I was a kid, I thought I was going to be an orthopedic surgeon and be a doctor and, you know, just travel around the world with athletes. And that didn't happen for me. My life took a completely different trajectory. And those of you who run a home-based business, genius. I thought it was a silly industry, and being able to work from home during COVID has been a game changer and a lifesaver. And so we're excited that you're on here. If you're looking for better health, if you're looking for an optimal future and just getting out of complacency, that's what we're helping people do, is just go, hey, you know, you're wired to live your optimal potential and not to stay in a place. I think too often we get into this, especially as we get older, saying, you know, oh, well, I guess I'm just supposed to feel that way. And I guess I just get tired in the afternoon, or I just wake up feeling sluggish. No, you don't have to be like that. You can sleep deeper. You can wake up feeling more refreshed. You can have more energy and more vitality. And the world is designed to have more people come alive. So we're excited to have you guys on here, because this is something we're passionate about. And it took somebody sharing this information with me, and I ran away from them for a little while, and I run pretty fast. And I'm glad that they tracked me down, because this is something that has changed my health, but also the way I look at business and life. So if you're looking for a change as we close out 2020, if you're ready to exit 2020 to exit stage right, throw your hand up. But 2021 is going to be amazing. And we'd love to not only help you capitalize on just lasting lifestyle change, not a quick fix, lasting lifestyle change and life from new vantage point. So thanks for being on here. Thanks for having me on here. And I'll kick it back over to you, Kat.
Oh my gosh, wow. What a great story, and so much knowledge and information. I am so thankful that you came on here to talk with everybody and offer that light of hope to them. So I appreciate you, and thank you so much. So our last athletic speaker, we are saving this man for last. He basically played at BYU for 4 years and was drafted to none other than the Oakland Raiders in 2003 out here in California. After that, he played 6 years of arena football and is a man that we are saving for our special treat for you tonight. Welcome, Dustin Reichert, to the call.
Thank you so much. I feel very blessed and honored to follow these amazing women that do such an amazing job sharing our product and have so much knowledge. Jessica, whoever had the speed to track you down, obviously they meant business, and that took a lot of effort to run you down. But I have a lot of passion about this company, Number one, obviously my body's been beat up quite a bit, and I take these products on a daily basis, and I do feel better, and I do sleep better, and I do recover easier in my workouts. So that's, I mean, the more I take it, the new NAD, the, you know, Pro Tandem, any of those products, I do feel the difference. I've been taking them for the last 4 years I've been with this company. And if you've been invited to this call, I wanted, Jessica gave you all the science. And so I want to bring a little bit of the culture that what we have at this company. I came from 2 other network marketing companies, got laid off. They took a nosedive and said I'd never come to network marketing again. I came and I went to an event in Anaheim in 2016 when I was offered the job. I said no at first. I wasn't really interested, as many of you did, when offered or talked to about this product and this company, until I went and I saw the people. And I sat in that conference room in Anaheim and I saw the culture. I saw the kinds of people that were there to help change other people's lives. They weren't necessarily there for them. They were holding people's hands, walking into the auditorium. They were running up, giving huge hugs to each other. There's humble, sweet, kind people in this company that I've been with other companies. They're there to get rich quick. They're there. If you're not buying, they're not your friend anymore. That's not this culture. That's not this group of people. People are here to help change lives for the better, to be more healthy, to introduce them to these amazing products in our product line. Fellas, if you're having a problem with a razor rash, just so you know, the conditioner is great for the shaving cream. Just a heads up. We have amazing products at this company, but what I wanted to emphasize, that's even more, I guess, closer to my heart, because I hold a culture and how people treat you within a community a lot more than maybe what they have on the shelf, because that's what I felt with this company when I came and I saw the people in July of 2016 and said, yeah, I want to be a part of this. And I've been on the events team for the last 4 years, done all of the fun things and the trips and all those things. And just this last summer, I have had the opportunity to move to the sales, to field development, and get to work with amazing people like Kristin and like Jessica. And I will be working with many of you to help you and your teams to reach your goals and do the things that you've set out to do, and to change people's lives for the better. Not only to introduce them to these products, but put some money in their pocket. And by just allowing them to share these products as well. Because that's the power of this industry, is network marketing, is just sharing your passion, sharing your love for something that makes you feel good and you know that will help other people around you. Why would you not? So I guess that's my, I hope I brought it home enough and brought the value that you wanted to this call. I do have some old football stories, but I don't know if this is the platform for that. If you want to reach out to me on Facebook and send me a message or ask me any questions, feel free. I am open and available for you.
Oh, I love it, Dustin. Awesome. Such a great story. I think that what you're trying to sit with everybody is that we all have the goal of that if something changes your life, it kind of sets your passion on fire. You know, when some of these things were brought into many of these speakers' lives, it changed them. It changed them in a way where they wanted to help others. And I think that's what the goal is. You know, in 2020, we're in this together. And I just want to thank you all for being here, all these speakers who are speaking their truth, offering assistance and guidance and love and kindness, and really opening up their heart and telling you their struggles and how they overcame them. Because in 2020, we've had some struggles, but we've had a lot of obstacles and hurdles we've jumped over. So thank you, everyone. We value your time, for you being here, for spending the evening with us and learning. Be sure to reach out to the person who invited you to this call. Our goal tonight was to offer you the information to help you make a decision for the life that you want for yourself, because it comes down to you again, you. There was a great quote mentioned today from Trent Sheldon. He's a former wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts, and I'm sure, Dustin, you probably know him. He said, "You are one decision away from a new beginning." I mean, how powerful is that for 2020? It's so powerful. So many decisions that we've made this year, you know, can change the trajectory of your life. So I want you to ask yourself, because you're thinking about these questions that I asked you in the beginning. Where do you see yourself in 1 month? Where do you see yourself in 6 months? What do you see for yourself in 2021? What we wish for you is the best life, and the best life that life has to offer. So we want to thank you for joining us tonight. We want to wish you a very thankful Thanksgiving, because it is coming up next week, the merriest of Christmases, and we hope that you have the healthiest of 2021. And thank you all again. God bless. Thank you so much, everybody.